Yes, my dear friend, welcome back to the channel. It is a beautiful, beautiful Friday afternoon here in Southeast Asia, Malaysia to be precise, wherever you are on the globe, especially on the continent of Africa. I mean Africa in general. Wherever you are, be it Malawi, Mozambique, Zambia, Kenya, Uganda, anywhere you are on the Africa continent, dear friend, you are highly welcome to this very special edition. And hey, dear friends in Europe and in America, Canada, or even right here in Southeast Asia, you are highly welcome to this very special Friday afternoon edition. It is Salon's blog. Welcome to Chelsea News Update. Latest Chelsea News Update. Don't go anywhere. Make sure you stay to the end. Ladies and gentlemen, let's get started. Tonight or this afternoon, depends on where you are. It's going to be a big day at Cobham today. In Europe, in London, it's going to be a big, very big day today at Cobham training ground. That is Chelsea's training ground. It's Cobham. Yes, our training ground is Cobham. It's going to be a very big day. First training with everybody available. The first training with every squad member, every first team player available today. Yes, Cole Palmer is available. Marco Cucurella will be available. In fact, he is. So the first big training day is today. Everybody will be available at the training ground. No injuries. Yes, no injuries. And those marked for loan or permanent transfer could be separated from the squad and train as a group. We can't afford to train with 45 players, dear friends. We can't afford to train with 45 players. Those earmarked for loan or permanent transfer could be separated from the main squad and they will train as a group. It is what it is. So if by today's training you are being separated from the main squad, knowing that you're either going on loan or you'll be sold. Well. Armando bro. Ben Chilwell. Oh, did I mention Ben Chilwell? Why? Why are you trying to send Ben Chilwell alone? Well, ladies and gentlemen, he is one of the players that I personally, I see him going on loan or to be sold. You know why? You know why? He was the vice captain, right? Or let me say, he was one of the vice captains, right? Now, in our preseason games in US of A, the vice captainship has been given to Enzo Fernandez, meaning he's likely to go on either a loan or for sale. Yeah, that is the way I see it. That is the way I see it. Enzo Fernandez, now the vice captain, means either Ben Chilwell is going on loan or he is going to be sold out. After all, the coach already made it very clear that his position is actually a problem for them. He doesn't fit into the system. So they are trying to find a solution. That is what the coach said about 2 weeks ago. They tried to find a solution to Ben Chilwell's problem. Ladies and gentlemen, I believe Ben Chilwell, he'll either be a team player that's constantly be on a bench, but if he wants a first team football, then he should rather go on loan. He's too big to be on the bench, dear friends. Yeah. So today, it's going to be a bit of work at Cobham. Yes. Ladies and gentlemen. All right. You see, before I continue with Chelsea news, I want to let you understand something here, or to get this from me. Chelsea, we are actually in for a winger and a striker. We understand the work is still ongoing on our striker, number 9, Victor Osimhen. Yes. But what about the winger? Well, this afternoon, it came in the news that Bayern are now open to sell Kingsley Coman. Yes, Kingsley Coman is a right winger. He is a left-footed right winger with Bayern Munich. And he's 28 years old. In fact, Bayern are now open to Kingsley Coman exit on initial loan with a buy clause. Initial loan with a buy clause. Ladies and gentlemen, Coman is an experienced left-footed winger. He's 28 years old. Does he fit into our system with his age? The style of play, yes. The age, do you think these our owners will go in for him? Personally, when I saw this in the news today, my first instinct within me tells me this should be the right profile player for Chelsea, even if it's a loan for the next upcoming season. You see, Bayern need outgoings to complete a new signings, and Coman's one of the club's top earners. It's a concrete possibility, according to Sky Sports that's Sky Sports Germany. Coman, one of big names for the final 3 weeks that Bayern need to get rid of. And this is coming from Fabrizio Romano. Chelsea, can we take the risks? I mean, this shouldn't be a risk. This should rather be a good bargain for Chelsea. 28 years. He played in finals. He played in Champions League about 2 or 3 seasons or 4. I mean, this is a big, huge player. He can boost that, Chelsea squad. It's just like you have Victor Osimhen as your number 9. You have Coman at your right wing. Look, we need top players right now. We need experienced players in this squad if we want to go far. Because the truth remains, our squad is talented, but we are lacking the cutting edge. We lack cutting edge, meaning that we don't have the players that have already finished products. And in this case, if we are not very careful, because we don't have a finished product, we will be missing out on great opportunities, ladies and gentlemen. Kingsley Coman, Bayern Munich exit on initial loan. 28 years old. Well, I'm not here to tell you that Chelsea want to sign him. I'm only bringing it out. You as a Chelsea fan, you will know availability of players in the market. Yes. All right. Okay. Quickly. If Petrovic, our goalkeeper Petrovic, leaves on loan, as been reported today, that will leave one international loan spot. If our goalkeeper Petrovic, yes, George Petrovic leaves on loan, Chelsea will be left with only one loan spot. In a season, you have a number of players you can send on loan. Now, if you're able to send Petrovic to loan this afternoon or this season, it means that Chelsea will have only one loan spot that will remain. Now, we have other players that Chelsea need to sell out or must send on loan. So, and we are having only one loan spot that will remain. We have Slonina, Angelo, Washington, Moreira. Some of the names still waiting for a loan. And now we also signed Mike Penders. Mike Penders are just signed as a Chelsea player on a long-term contract. Penders will be directly loaned to Genk for the rest of the season, meaning our spot for loan is almost finished. What are we doing with all these players then? Do we have solutions for these players? It's actually a worry. I'm not too sure if our owner they have different idea, but I'm telling you how the system works and how it is right now. Unless there's a new idea that some of us are not aware of. Slonina, Angelo, Washington, the young striker that we bought last season, I think he played only 2 games for us. Morel and some other names that are still waiting to go on loan. Players like Armando Broa, that means they must get a club that will buy them outright. Yes, Datro Fofana is also there. Datro Fofana, he also is there. And a lot more. What are we doing? What is our plan? What is Chelsea's plan, actually? I would like to know. I would like to know. Ladies and gentlemen, you see, For Chelsea to go in for Mike Penders, someone like me, I am shocked. I'm shocked that we already have 7 goalkeepers and we still went in for Mike Penders. We still paid 20 million euro plus add-ons for a potential. I am getting confused right now about this club, Chelsea. All these potentials we are buying, there is no guarantee for the future for them. There is none. There is no guarantee. And as a matter of fact, there are 2 more players that are coming that we are working on to buy. 2 more young, talented players. What does this tell you as a Chelsea fan? Ladies and gentlemen, it seems to me our owners are only in for profit. Our owners are only looking at the purse. Our owners are only looking at the pocket. This 20 million euro and others that we spent, 12 million, 20 million, 30 million for 18-year-old, 19-year-old, 17-year-old. If you put all this together, we could have gotten a squad that would be fearsome. A squad that any club, any team that want to face Chelsea would have been scared. Right now, what we have, ladies and gentlemen, we have an average squad. You know that? What Chelsea have now is an average squad. There are no big names in this squad now. When you hear that Chelsea is coming to face your team, that will send fears into your spine. There are no big names. In 2-3 years, yes, fine, maybe. But for now, there are no big names. Ladies and gentlemen, quickly, let me finally go into my main issues for tonight. All right? Let me go into my main issues for tonight. And by the way, one of our goalkeepers are going on loan, has been agreed. Chelsea goalkeeper Eddie Beach has completed a season-long loan move to League One side, Crawley Town. This one has been confirmed. He is already gone. So we now have 6 officially goalkeepers there. All right? Okay. And I also made you to understand it more likely that Ben Chilwell will not be in Enzo Maresca's plans. And Enzo Fernandez will be in line to be the new club captain, club vice captain. Okay? Okay. Coming back to the main issue tonight, why I'm here, or this afternoon, let's discuss, let's talk. One of Maresca's earliest meetings involved in him explaining why he did not want Chelsea to hold high of a defensive line as they did last season. Let me tell that again. One of Maresca's earliest meetings with the players involved him explaining why he did not want his players or his Chelsea team to hold as high of a defensive line as they did last season. He used his final conversation with us after the 2-1 loss to Real Madrid to say he feared Pochettino's philosophy was still ingrained in his players' brains. Hence, why they held such a vulnerable high line that fit friendly. Ladies and gentlemen, tonight or this afternoon, depends on where you are, I was really not happy with this statement. But giving it the benefit of the doubt, I can let go of it, if not for one reason. You've had the opportunity to be with this squad for close to 6 weeks. We played our final game, the 5th game in the US. We lost that match. Then you came out and said to us that the players were playing high line because they were used to playing high line in the previous seasons. Means that the 6 weeks we spent with them, what did you actually do? What did you actually do? Did you need an eraser to erase it from their memory? Do you need a paint to paint that with different color from their memory? I mean, what exactly? You were the coach. You brought out the formation, the style, the system. We now tag it Maresca system. So you having the Maresca system on your books, teaching the players, they get on a field and they were on high line. What do you do as a coach? In the first game, high line. Second game, high line. Third game, high line. Fourth game, high line. Fifth game, high line. Look, we are back at Cobham and at Stamford Bridge, ladies and gentlemen. You see, why am I saying this? Like I said to you, for one reason, excuses in games, excuses after excuses, that is what he has already started. Maresca has already started giving us reasons why there are failures. Not that the players are not there to play the system you want to play. Not that there's an injury crisis, but he's now blaming the previous coach, the previous style of play. Now it is your opportunity to train them the way you want them to be trained. Your failures should not be referred to the previous regime. Maresca, I said it before and I'll repeat it again. Ladies and gentlemen, well, that is the main reason why I personally, I will say it again and again. Inexperienced squad coupled with an inexperienced coach. Inexperienced squad coupled with an inexperienced coach. Dear friends, as Chelsea fans, if you don't have enough of patience, then this season, don't watch Chelsea games. Yeah. There are certain decisions that comes with experiences. When the game is ongoing, based on your experience, you can change the tactical formation along the line. But if you don't have the experience, you can't do that. Inexperienced coach coupled with inexperienced player, that is what we are going to be having. That will give you the equal mark we have. I mean, inexperienced coach plus inexperienced player, that will give you mediocre play. Mediocre, what we call mediocre, that will be that is it. If care is not taken. Well, we still have one more game to play against Inter Milan before the season starts. 2 weeks to the beginning of the season, ladies and gentlemen. We are not too far away. In conclusion, to some other news. Fabrizio Romano reported on Trevor Chalobah's situation. And this is what he said. Crystal Palace are interested, but it's the same with clubs from abroad. Crystal Palace are interested, but it's the same with clubs from abroad. Chalobah will take his time to decide what will be the best opportunity for him. What I'm told too is that Crystal Palace also have Lacrosse on their short list. A player that's really appreciated by Glazner. So a decision will be made once McGuire's future is clarified, as talks with Newcastle still ongoing, not done yet. Ladies and gentlemen, you bear with me and pardon me, please. I will be back with the next episode on the latest information on Chelsea. And I'll bring you all your shout-outs. All your shout-outs, your names and where you are watching from. Keep it coming. Remember, we are on TikTok at Celon's Blog. TikTok at Celon's Blog. Keep sharing the video, like the videos on TikTok, and spread the news. I'll be back on later in the next 2 or 3 hours time with exclusives. Breaking news. Yes, I promise you that. Breaking news coming your way in the next one. Don't miss out. I'll see you when you see me, dear friend. Shalom and peace.